It's become very apparent over the years that Neil and Vicky's middle name are the givers. They help in any way that they can, and Vicki, from helping us out in the hotel in the high holidays, which was already beginning, I believe, in 1995, and onwards, she helped prepare the high holidays at the hotels. When we were here in the buildings, she helped over here. She was part of the fashion shows that we did. Every event that required any kind of work, like Vicki doesn't have a limitation in I'll only do this or I'll only do that. Whatever it takes to make something work. Her bed and breakfast at home have become legendary to hundreds, if not more, thousands of people who pass through Denver, who stay with them for one day, for a night, for weeks at a time.
Growing up, I used to wake up in the morning and come downstairs, and there'd be people around the house that I've never even seen before. The door was a revolving door. I always thought we needed one of those ones that just turns in circles. There was always people coming in and out.
There's never a no. It's always please come, please stay, please, please eat. What can I do for you? How can I make you more comfortable? So probably for a solid year I spent more Shabbases at her house than not.
I had a friend that grew up in Colorado Springs as a youngster. His name was Art Harris. So we became close friends. And in a very short time, though, he was diagnosed with cancer. And Vicki and I watched Art carefully, but Vicki was like a hawk. And it got to the point where Art was no longer able to drive carefully. He was not feeding himself well, and Vicki insisted he move into the house. Vicki was his daily nurse, hourly nurse, just making sure that he was comfortable, making sure that he was getting the injections he needed. She did everything for him.
What she does for the mikveh is the mikveh's Vicky's sixth baby. When you know that every single detail of the mikveh is taken care of by Vicki and overseen by Vicki, she gives her heart and soul to make sure that this precious mitzvah, this most precious mitzvah amongst the Jewish people of family purity, and the mikveh is taken care of and in such capable hands. It's really a very comforting feeling for all of us.
The Mizell Community Mikveh, that is its actual name, but it's really only a name because it's really Vicki's mikveh. Vicki runs that mikveh. Vicki will not do anything unless the mikveh is taken care of. I mean, when I fill in for the cleaning, when she was out of town recently going to Israel, she is very specific. I've got to sweep. I've got to vacuum. There can't be a single hair on the floor. She won't stop at anything short of perfection when it comes to the mikveh for the women and for the men to get what they need.
And that's the way I grew up, was if it, jump at it. It needs to be done. Somebody's got to do it. And we were taught to volunteer like that.
One thing that people don't know is how involved Vicki is in so many different areas. She does a lot of things privately, behind the scenes. But I'm pretty sure that anything that's going on in this city, Vicki has been involved and has a hand in it in a big way.
As an example, this past week we had multiple events going on between the dinner and a brunch and a baby naming, and between all of it, Vicki ended up doing 7 loads of laundry, specifically for tablecloths, which she washed and dried and folded and put away. I don't know anyone else that would commit that kind of time for any type of project like that.
When my husband and I converted, we had pretty much assumed that we would have like a small little ceremony in Rabbi Meyer's office. And yet some of the women in the shul insisted that we have some type of reception, some type of special celebration, and Vicki was the first to volunteer to host it at her house. She prepared this most sumptuous reception, the cakes, the desserts, the foods, everything she prepared was beautiful, and it was just over the top. And she did it all out of the goodness of her heart.
Vicki is such a energetic, creative, talented, spiritual, giving, loving, caring, hardworking woman. I don't know how she does it all.
She just welcomes everybody into her home, no matter who they are, no matter anything. If you need a place for a meal, please come. You need a place to stay, please come. She doesn't ask a lot of questions. She just says yes, and she makes everybody feel so comfortable.
She has tons of personality. She dresses with a special flair and style, and she tells funny stories, and I think she thinks her middle name is Volunteer.
If I ever need help for any project that's going on, if I ever need help for a meal that's happening, for the Purim Seuda, for anything that's going on, Vicki is always happy to lend her time.
Vicki inspires me through her passion. She is so passionate about everything that she does for the shul. If she's going to take it on, get out of the way. She will not stop short of it being perfect.
Vicki, you are most deserving of this special surprise award.
When we talk about volunteers, there's nobody really greater than we could say thank you to and to acknowledge than Vicki Vichna Bluma Olesky.